जयतां धीं तरणदिनसखिनदा धीं तरण तामिततज्जं तगतज्जं तगदिगतज्जं तां तामिततज्जं तगतज्जं तगदिगतज्जं तां तामिततज्जं तगतज्जं तगदिगतज्जं तां तामिततज्जं तगतज्जं तगदिगतज्जं तां नीलमनोग झालविभूषण निरत जलन्द भुजङ्गनर्दन नीरजतडाग अधिक मृदुलपद निकटतरङ्ग तुङ्गतारङ्ग निक्तक निर्धकरां तकतै तकतदिनिधियत तकताकिट तक जग दृग जगनन्द तक जग दृग जगनन्द यमुना तटाक तुङ्गतरङ्गं हिमगरस् निमित रमित शुभाङ्गं इतस्ततस्त करुणापाङ्गं व्यदिवर हृदय सरोरुहभङ्गं दिनततिल्लाನ ದೃಗವಕಿಟತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಅನಕ ಸಿಂಧೂರ ಅನಕ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ವದನ ಗಂಭೀರ ಉರಗಬನ ಸಂಜಾರ ನಂದ ಸುಕುಮಾರ ನವನೀತ ಗದಿಚೋರ ಛಂದಮಣಿಗಾರ ಜಲಭವ ವಿನುತ ಧೀರ ನಂದ ಸುಕುಮಾರ ನವನೀತ ಗದಿಚೋರ ಛಂದಮಣಿಗ ಜಲಭವ ವಿನುತ ಧೀರ ಜಯ ವಿಜಯ ಭವನಂದ ಕುಮಾರ್ ऋजजन परमानंद किशोर कलिय नटनानंद गंभीर करुणारसयुग भाव शरीर धीं ततां तदीं ततां ततै धीं तत्तां तदीं तत्तां ततै धिमित किट जन्नु जन्नु नंदरित गुण गुणन धिमित ताकु धिमित किट जन्नु ब्रज कुमार महिमालंक वनमाल धुरंधर कृत कृताधार रज्जं तत्तकज्जं तत्तकघ्नं तत्तगुर्रं तत्तज्जं तत्तकज्जं तत्तकण्णं तत्तगुर्रं तत्ताकुजनंदरि तत्तकुजनंदरि कुजनंदरि तदिमित किट जनद कुजन दरि तत्तकुजनंदरि ताकुजनंदरि तदिमित किट जनु अद्भुत नर्दन चित्रित मुद्रित विद्युतमद्भुवं अद्भुतमद्भुतं ताकुजन तरि तत्तकुजनंदरि ताम् अद्भुत नर्दन चित्रित मुद्रित विद्युतमुद्भव अद्भुतमद्भुतं ताकुजन तरि तत्तकुजनंदरि ताकुजनंदरि तदिमित किट ज विधिसुत काल विधिसुत शील अधिशयनि लदृद पद लोल ताकुजन तरि तत्तकुजनंदरि ता विदिशुत काल विदिशुत शील अधिशय नील धृत पद लोल ताकुजनंदरि तत्तकुजनंदरि ताकुजनंदरि तदिमित किट ज तदिमित किट धिमिता कदिमित किट धिमिता कदिमित धिमिता ततो तत्तै तत्तो कृतर्गुण्डां तर्किट ताकुजनंदरि तत्तकुजनंदरि ताकुजनंदरि तदिमित किट ज तदिमितित्तय्य तरिगिट तकतागत जं अतिशय सुख निरुपद पदपात जं सरस मोह मुरली रवनाथ सकल लोक सम्मोहन गीत तक्कु दिन्नं तक दिन्नं तक तक तातै तांग तातै तांग दृग तक दिन्नं तांग तातै तांग तातै तांग कदंब किसलय मिलित नूपुर पदंजलित कृतप दत्तां तिल्लान दृग तिल्ला ना तिटतों तन्नंगीट तों तटै ता तों ता ता किट तर किट तां तधीं ततों ततै तद्रजोरगबन्ध अर्पुदंग शिरसि चलनं कृतनं वदनं इत चन्द्रवदं कर कंकण किंकिणी नंबननं पददरद धिमि जोनु तां तता कतिल्ला नक नक भूषण तकिट तटस्तटाक बुदकरमन नितकर हर पूजित पद युगल हरि जय विजयी भवनंद कुमार ब्रजजन परमानंद किशोर कलिय नटनानंद गंभीर ಕರುಣಾರಸಯುಧ ಭಾವಶರೀ ರಮದ ಮಧುಕರ ಮಧುಪದರಳ ಸಮನಯ ಕಮಲದಳ ಚಲನ ಮುನಿ ಹೃದಯಮಪಿಜೋ ರಜಾಗರ ದಯಾಕರ ಮುರಾರಿ ಶ್ರೀಕರ ಮದ ಮಧುಕರ ಮಧುಚರಲಯ ಸಮನಯ ಕಮಲದಳ ಚಲನ ಮುನಿ ಹೃದಯಮಪಿಜೋ ರಜಾಗರ ದಯಾಕರ ಮುರಾರಿ ಶ್ರೀಕರ.
Bowing down to Punnu Guruvayurappan and Gurunathan, let us begin today's class, Kaliya and Naktana. So now you can, with enthusiasm, study these shlokas as always you do. So our Bhagavan, such a Adbhuta Krishna is Adbhutam, she says. So our Krishna is, last week we saw Bhagavan, saw all his Gopa boys, and all the cows and calves had drank the poisonous water of Yamuna, and they all laid there unconscious, and the very prana had already left. Our Bhagavan was overcome with compassion. For everyone in life, we need daya first. Daya is important quality for all of us. Every time we can see the compassion of Bhagavan, it's only saving, even bad people. By daya they can get the grace of Bhagavan. So Bhagavan has daya for everyone. So especially when the gopas and the cows had already perished, with this kataksham full of compassion, and we want compassion, Bhagavan, we also need to be compassionate towards others. It's very hard these days, I would feel, as everybody is very highly qualified and everything, we forget some basic virtues. So in the daya, I will tell my family again and again. So in the daya-nala, Bhagavan, he revived them with his auspicious glances, and they all woke up and said, "Wow, Krishna, did we drink Amrita? This effect is too good, Krishna. It must be surely your magic only." Like this, they all came and hugged Bhagavan, and the cows also came near him and licked his feet and cried and lowed gently. And then Bhagavan said, Now that I understand the problem, I'm going to tackle it. So Bhagavan, he is going to jump into the Yamuna water and dance on Kaliya. 55 and 56 both are very small shloka our Bhattacharya has given, but you'll feel like the dancing rhythm is there. In Bhagavatam also very beautifully this chapter is given in 10.16-17. So let us see our Narayaneeyam. Shri Krishnaya Parabrahmane Namaha atha vāriṇi ghOratarāṁ phaṇinaṁ prativārayituṁ kṛitadhirbhagavan drutamāritha tiraga nipataruṁ viṣamārutaśOṣita parṇachayam atha vāriṇi ghOratarāṁ phaṇinaṁ prativārayituṁ kṛitadhirbhagavan drutamāritha tiraga nipataruṁ viṣamārutaśOṣita parṇachayam vega viṣavīyamavikṣatena tuṣṭāṁ nadīṁ ca kalasamyamanāvatarah Krishnah kadambam adhiruhya kadoditungam āspōļagadaracano nyapatatvishode. Our Bhagavan, he got apprised of the situation in Yamuna. So he said, Kala Samya Manavatara. The Bhagavan, whose very purpose is to destroy the wicked. Bhagavan, he got himself ready. He tied up his dhoti and then nicely he did like this. Let's go, I'm ready. Like that, with confidence, Bhagavan, he climbed up the Kadamba Vriksha also just managed to still hang in there. Few branches and leaves are there. Why? As Garuda Bhagavan was bringing Amrita, flying from that place and going to his mother Vinata to give Amrita, a few drops of Amrita fell in this tree. Adnala, the tree is still existing. So that tree and the Bhagavan, Bhagavan climbs that tree and from the top of the tree he jumps into the water. That is the first shloka. Atha vāriṇi ghOratarāṁ phaṇinaṁ. So he decided to prativārayituṁ kṛitadhirbhagavan. You decided to drive away this Kaliya, and so you standing on the kadambaka vriksha with all the leaves, which are most of the leaves already withered, you climbed on that tree, and then with your lovely lotus feet you climbed up, and then Bhagavan is going to jump. Now adhiruhya padāmburuheṇa navapallava tulya manOjnaruchā hradavāriṇi dūrataraṁ parighūrṇita ghOratarangagaṇe adhiruhya padāmburuheṇa navapallava tulya manOjnaruchā hradavāriṇi dūrataraṁ parighūrṇita ghOratarangagaṇe. Only lotus feet, they are like tender leaves. Under feet he climbed the tree so fast, and then hradavāriṇi dūrataraṁ his body is like a ball, it's moving so fast like a ball. When you do a dance, you will have the floor is fixed, but in Kaliya Nirtana, floor itself is shaking, and Bhagavan has to shake as he's going to dance on the 1,000 hoods of Kaliya. Some will go up, some will go down, and so on the moving stage Bhagavan in the Krishna. So he jumped, he moves like a ball everywhere. He jumped inside into the water, dūrataraṁ parighūrṇita ghora, and then it is so full of waves, swirling waves are coming in the Yamuna, and in that, without any fear, Bhagavan, he jumps into the water. And here Bhattadri puts a very beautiful padam, bhuvanatraya bhāra bhṛitO bhavato guru bhāra vikambi viṣamārutaśOṣita parimajjayadi smadhanushatakam tatini jhatidi spudagoshavadi bhuvanatraya bhāra bhṛitO bhavato guru bhāra vikambi viṣamārutaśa parimajjayadi smadhanushatakam tatini jhatidi spudagoshavadi Traya bhāra bhṛitO bhavato. Bhagavan, who is bearing the weight of the three worlds, the whole planet Earth, and then all the nether regions below, and then all the Swargalokas. Everything is in the kukshi of Bhagavan, in his abdomen. That Krishna, when he jumped, that immense weight, Guru Bhara, immense weight caused so much water to be displaced from the Yamuna. So, Pikambi Vijrambijalam, and then so much water, Dhanushyatakam, that much water, like the length of 100 bows, water area spread agum, that much water was displaced everywhere. You can imagine how much water was there and how was the impact of Bhagavan jumping. So, parimajjayadi smadhanushatakam tadini jhatidi spudagoshavati, and then intense roar which the Yamuna is, sending big sounds. The waves are making sounds, and then the water has displaced, and then somebody deep in the water is disturbed now. The one who had made Yamuna his abode and hiding in the bottom, somebody is shaking him, and suddenly he came up. Adha dikshu vidikshu parikshu bida bhramido dharvāriṇi nādavarayi udagāduragadipadi swadupāṇamashandaruṣandamana Adha dikshu vidikshu parikshu bida bhramido dharvāriṇi nādavarayi udagāduragadipadi swadupāṇamashandaruṣandamana. Bhagavatam also, this shloka is very nice. Tam prekshaniya sukumaraganavarādam Shrivatsapītavasanam स्मितसुन्दरास्यं क्रीडन्तमप्रतिभयं कमलोदराङ्गिं सन्दर्श्य मर्मसुरुषा भुजया चचाद. Bhagavan, Kaliya, he heard the loud noise from the middle of the river, and so it made him so mad, and he came up. It stirred, the water was stirred from, from the depths. And so when Kaliya saw in all directions, adha dikshu vidikshu parighūrṇita, there is turbulence and the water is swirling this way, that way, and then the loud noise is heard. Then from the water came out Udagat, Udagat, Urugadipadi, the king of serpents, Kaliya. He came out, Udagat came out, Udagat from the water. See, two words, same sounding but different meaning. That is the skill of Bhattadri, the Bhagavatar who wrote this for us. Udagat, Udagat, Urugadipadi, Swadupandamashanda. Now, provoked Bhagavan. Provoked him. Ashanda, Ushanda. And so, blind with rage. Here, Bhagavatam, he's blind with rage. And then he says, tiraga. Lovely Krishna. He's so beautiful to look at. Like the fresh cloud has just come out. So beautiful, blue face. And he has the beautiful Vakshasthala, the mark of Srivatsa in his Vakshasthala. And little yellow dhoti he is wearing. And his feet are so beautiful and pink like tender leaves. And he's smiling. Does he have fear? No way. So he's smiling and then he's sporting in the water, fearlessly jumping here and there, little kid. And then the serpent saw him, how he is showing affection. Comes and then he bit him all over. He bit him and hugged him and tightly and bit him all over in great anger and wound himself around him. And whole body of Krishna, that's how he's showing his affection, I guess. So he tied himself around Krishna and then bit him all over, kissed him all over under Krishna. And so what did our Krishna do? phaṇinaṁ samalokayada bahushinginam anjana shailamiva phanashringa sahasra vinisrimara jvaladagnikanogra viṣamārutaśoṣita phaṇinaṁ samalokayada bahushinginam anjana shailamiva. So he is seeing Kaliya and Kaliya is seeing Krishna. So how did Kaliya look? The snake. Phanashringa sahasra. Peaks atama irukku. He's so huge form. Our Krishna is 4-year-old Krishna. This Kaliya is massive. His hoods are like peaks, mountain peaks mari irukku. And then sahasra vinisrimara is emitting poison from each of his hoods. And then jvaladagnikanogra Agni, he's emitting sparks of fire, toxic poison, which are, shining like sparks of fire and intense, a fierce poison is coming, releasing in every breath of Kaliya from 1,000 heads. And then Ugra viṣamārutaśoṣita, Jvaladagnikanogra viṣamārutaśoṣita, phaṇinaṁ. Bhagavan saw this serpent in front of him. Samalokayada bahushinginam anjana shailamiva. It looked like a big black mountain with many peaks. Yeah, that is how Bhagavan saw him. Then Bhagavan, he already saw what Kaliya did. He came to Krishna and he coiled himself around him and he bit him everywhere. Then Bhagavan jvaladakshi pariksharadugravisa shvasanoshmabhara samahabhujagah paridashya bhavandamanandabalam samaveshtayadaspudacheshtamaho jvaladakshi pariksharadugravisa shvasanoshmabhara samahabhujagah paridashya bhavandamanandabalam samaveshtayadaspudacheshtamaho big eyeballs are staring at Bhagavan. Nothing happens to Krishna. Duryodhana will raise his voice and scold, and all the other acharya will tremble when they see a person with negative energy that much. But Krishna, nothing happens. He's still smiling. And Kaliya, it makes him more angry. So he has, very big eyes with emitting poison from eyes, from mouth, breathing shvasanoshma bhara. With every breath, intense heat is coming. Mahabhujaga, that huge serpent now, he bit Krishna all over. This is the same shloka from Bhagavatam. This is the Narayaneeyam. So, paridashya bhavandamananda balam samaveshtayadaspuda. So, completely tied Krishna around him. And then Krishna could not move it. Krishna couldn't move. This is the state. Then, soon, word was sent to the parents at home. Nanda Baba, Yashoda Mata, and all the parents, all of them came to Yamuna, banks of the Yamuna. So, avilokya bhavandamadhakulite tatagamini balakadhenugane rajageha talepya nimitta shadam samudiksha kata yamuna pashupaha avilokya bhavandamadhakulite tatagamini balakadhenugane व्रजगेह तलेप्यनिमित्त शतं samudikṣa gada yamuna pashupaha. Now all the people came from their homes and came to the bank of Yamuna, and the boys and the cows and the mothers, and they saw, where is Krishna, where is Krishna? They are not seeing Krishna. Avilokya bhavandam, and they said, Namaloda Prananathan, Nama Krishna, where is our Krishna? Yashoda Mata and all the elders thinking, we left Brihadvanam, we left Gokula and came to Vrindavana. Here also so many dangers seem to follow my child everywhere. What can I do? What can I do? She's lamenting and crying, and all the gopis try to console her. Tatagamini balakadhenugane rajageha talepya nimitta shadam. All of them seeing many bad omens as though, and they are all worried. Samudiksha gada yamuna pashupa. All of them came to the bank of the Yamuna. Here in beautiful Bhagavatam slokam, Ittam swagokula ananyagadim nirikshya tastri kumaram adhiruhya ajnaya matyapadaviṁ anuvartamanaha stitva muhurtamudadishta durangabandhadi. That's the Bhagavatam shloka. Krishna saw. Krishna is very much there. Krishna could hear the crying of his mother, and so he says, don't worry Amma, like that. Now he will come out. So here, Akhileshu Vibho Bhavati Daśakam Avalokya Jihāsuṣu Jiva Bharam Phanibandhanavāshu Vimutya Java Udagam Yadaha Sajusha Bhavata. Akhileshu Vibho Bhavati Daśakam Avalokya Jihāsuṣu Jiva Bharam Phanibandhanavāshu Vimutya Java Udagam Yadaha Sajusha Bhavata. The control of Kaliya, Avalokya Jihāsuṣu Jiva Bharam. They have seen their own life as a burden and ready to give up their life for Krishna's life. And Krishna saw all of them lamenting like this, and so he said, it's okay, don't worry, and like that. Suddenly, he released himself. Hanivandanamashu vimutya java udagam yadahasa yusha bhavata. And with a smile, he came out. See, don't you want to hug out Krishna all over there? Amma is standing here, and all the people here, and Krishna over there suddenly came out, smiling. They cannot run and hug him. They are waiting, and then why did Krishna incarnate? Anandarupa Bhagavan Aidevadare. He incarnated to give Ananda to everyone. So Bhagavan came out with a smile, and then he said, I want to make them have more joy. So he climbed up on the mountain peaks of Kaliya and started doing different steps and rhythmic movements, and started dancing and gave more ananda. see as though he thought he had not given enough. More ananda, day by day, moment by moment. So, adhiruhya tada phaṇiraja phaṇa nandrite bhavada mridupadarucha kalashinchitanu pura manjumela kara kankana sankula sankwanitam adhiruhya tada phaṇiraja phaṇa nandrite bhavada mridupadarucha kalashinchitanu pura manjumela kara kankana sankula sankwanitam. Suddenly the serpent felt, it became very tight for him. So he loosened his grip little bit. Krishna came out, he was free. And then as Garuda is holding a serpent and in his control like that, our Krishna, he is holding that Kaliya in his control and he does round and round movements. And Kaliya is also going round and round and round. Kaliya ko chakkar aane laga. Nothing happened to Krishna, he is just playing and all are watching. Krishna is just doing more and more rotating movement with Kaliya and made him more and more happy. And then now after rotating for some time, he climbed up the head of Kaliya and then adhiruhya tada phaṇiraja phaṇa nandrite started dancing. Nandrite bhavada mridupadarucha. Which avatara gives this much ananda? Only Krishna Bhagavan. So, nandrite bhavada mridupadarucha. With gentle movements of his tender feet, he did the dance. Then, I don't know how he already dressed up. Today he has nupura and kankana and kundala, everything. So, kalashinchita nupura manjumelat kara kankana sankula sankwanitam, beautifully mingling his anklets and his kankans and his kundala, all of them making rhythmic movements and started performing beautiful dance. And then who came? All the gods assembled in the sky and say, wow, we are the apsaras, we have the Gandharvas, they are supposed to be world famous for their musical talent and playing drums and instruments and singing. And this type of dance we never saw before. He is the Lord of all arts, like that. They are stunned to see and they shower flowers on him. Jagrashu pashupastu tushurmunayo vavrashu kusumani surendra gana tvai nrityati marutageha pade paripahi sama tvamadandagadan jagrashu pashupastu tushurmunayo vavrashu kusumani surendra gana tvai nrityati marutageha pade paripahi sama tvamadandagadan. Are stunned and rejoicing. Oh, Kanhaiya Lal ki jai ho, Bala Krishna Lal ki jai ho, Vasudeva Krishna ki jai ho, like that. All are saying jai to our Krishna, and then the sages are singing the stutis to praise him, and then the devatas are showering flowers from the heavens, which are all rare flowers not available on the planet Earth, and then covered with all the flowers, Bhagavan started performing the Kaliya dance. Guruvayurappa narrating Kaliratana Bhattadri saying, and he says, I don't know how you did it, can you show me? And so Guruvayurappa is dancing there, and Bhattadri could actually see the dance of Bhagavan as he wrote Narayaneeyam, and Guruvayurappa smiling. Imagine the rest he got, and so he shared in this sloka, and so we are getting rest. So, tvai nrityati marutageha pare paripahi sama tvamadandagadan. Then we have to read together in this chapter. Ruchidakam vida kundala mandalaha suchidamisha nanattita pannage amaratadita dundu visundaram viyati gayati daivatayavade. Ruchidakam vida kundala mandalaha suchidamisha nanartida pannage amaratadita dundu visundaram viyati gayati daivatayavade. Kundala mandalaha suchidamisha nanartida pannage. Bhagavan did beautiful dance, and then the devas, they want to accompany him and they want to play drums for him and they want to sing for him and they want to play other, all other instruments to keep pace with him. And our Lord Shiva, who dances the Tandava Natyam, he came and he started playing and dancing, and then Tumburu came and he started playing the drums. Like this, all the gods are, Dundubi Sundaram, Piyati Gayati Daivadayavade. The celestials are all dancing with Krishna. And then here, very beautiful shloka, Namadiyadyamushya Shiro Hare Parivihayata Unnadamunnadam Parimadam Padapangaruhashiram ghOratarangagaṇe manoharam. Namadiyadyamushya Shiro Hare Parivihayata Unnadamunnadam Parimadam Padapangaruhashiram ghOratarangagaṇe manoharam. Raised, Bhagavan stepped on and made it bow down. Namadi yadyat amushya shiroruham. Whichever head was raised, Bhagavan stepped on it and made it bend. Then next one, then next one, then next one, like this, made Kaliya's head bow down. Pranam karo. Like this, he did the dance. Namadi yadyadamushya shiro hare parivihayata unnadamunnadam parimadan padapankaruhachiram. Dancing on his top of his head with tender feet, not so tender for Kaliya. For him it's like huge stone is hitting him in every head, adi, like that. But Bhagavan is clapping his hands and the tala is matching, the rhythm is matching. Karatala manoharam. Like this he performed the dance. Whichever head is raised, he stepped on it and made it humble. So Bhagavan, who has come to humble the pride of the wicked, he did that exactly. And then serpent is getting tired and he started breathing hard and he started spitting blood. Tadava bhakna vibhukna phaṇinaṁ garida shonida pathasi anipadavavasida disannadaha tadabalastava madhava padayoho. Now it become very soft place, touching item. What happened? Bhagavan danced there. Then Tadava bhakna vibhukna phaṇinaṁ galida shonida pathasi anipadavavasida disannadaha tadabalastava madhava padayoho. Vibhukna phaṇinaṁ. His head is crushed. Every head is paining as Bhagavan. Who is Bhagavan? Holding bhuvanatraya bhāra bhṛitO bhavatO. Bhagavan would wait every step. Addichu head, all the heads are paining. He started spitting blood, became so weak. Then when we lose all physical energy, then we say, what's happening to me? Where is that Bhagavan who created me? Appada Bhagavan thought is coming for Kaliya. No, he became calmed down and then he said, who is this boy? And then he started thinking about Bhagavan mentally, bhavato study. Tamaranam manasa jagama tachitra tandava irukna panada patro raktam mukairuru vaman bhakna gatraha pitva charachara gurum purusham puranam Narayanam tamaranam manasa jagama. Now the thought came of Bhagavan. And then here the wives of Kaliya came out. Some of these asuras are very blessed. They have very good wives. Like our Ravana had a Mandodari, our Vali had a Tara. They are very blessed, Mahabali had a Vindhyavali. Like that, Kaliya had very good wives. They all come and fell at the feet of Bhagavan. Madhava padayoho tadavala atha abalastava. The women, the serpent wives of Kaliya came up. When they saw their husband in danger, and they all came to Krishna and prayed with all humility. And then they do a stuti to Bhagavan. See how the women have so much bhakti inside that the men don't know at all. Kaliya never knew his wives were like this. The women had already heard about Krishna and they were, having his smarana, and now they sang a stuti to Bhagavan. Very beautiful stuti in Bhagavatam called Nagapatnya Uchuhunu Varum. Here Bhattadai condemns and says, Ayi Pudaiva Chidaya Parishtuda Tvadanubhava Vilina Hridogita Munibirapyanavapya Padaistavaihi Tunuvudishabhavandamayantritam Ayi Pudaiva Chidaya Parishtuda Tvadanubhava Vilina Hridogita Munibirapyanavapya Padaistavaihi Nunuvudishabhavandamayantritam Ayipuraiva Chidaya Parishtuta Tvadanubhava Vilina Hridogita. They have heard about Krishna's greatness for a long time and their mind has been Vilina much Bhagavan. Their heart is immersed in Krishna. Munivirapyanavapya padaistavaihi. They praise Krishna in such a way, even the sages were saying, wow. Munivirapyanavapya padaistavaihi Nunuvudishabhavandamayantritam. You have danced on his head. Anugrahoyam bhavadakridogino dando satam te kalu kalmashapaha yadanda shukatvam amushya dehinaha krodopite anugraha eva sammadaha. Kaliya has got an embodiment as a serpent because of some sin from the past, and now he is cruel because of that, and now you punished him for his cruelty, and he is blessed to have your feet on his head. So many people do tapas to get your feet on their head. He got it. Wow! So he is really blessed, Krishna. Like this, they are saying beautiful stuti, saying, indeed he must have done lot of tapas before that you put your lotus feet on his head, Krishna. And so very beautiful stuti they will do, very sensitive stuti like this, and then for a long time they praise, and then they say, see, for a woman, husband is the pranapati. Without husband, how can the woman survive, Krishna? Please have mercy on our husband. Like that they will say, Aparadaha sakridbhaktra Sodavyasva prajakridaha Chandumarhasi shandatman Mudastyatvam ajanataha. Please forgive the mistakes of our husband. Please, O Lord, by your grace, may you be pleased to forgive him. Chandumarhasi shandatman Mudastyatvam ajanataha. He did not realize what he is doing. Please pardon him. Then vृत्तम् प्राणां सजति पन्नगः स्त्रीणां न साधु शोच्यानां patiprānapraḍīyatāṁ. Strīnām, for the women, patiprānapraḍīyatāṁ. Eppadi irundhalum pati irukadu. No, we have to go along. So please Krishna, forgive him. Anugrihnisha Bhagavan pranam sajali pannagah srinam na sadhu shochanam patiprānapraḍīyatāṁ. Videhite kinkarina anušteyam tavāsnaya yakshraddhayanutishtanvai uchyate sarvato bhayati. We read this chapter, Bhagavan is pleased, and when we hear or we are rid of all fear of serpents by this chapter. And so they praised him. Then Bhagavan, seeing the bhakti of the wife, he will spare his life. That is the shloka. Anivadu gana bhakti vilokana ravika sat karuna kula cetasa anipadipavadachuda jividaha vai samarpida murtiravanamati. Anivadu gana bhakti vilokana ravika sat karuna kula cetasa anipadipavadachuda jividaha vai samarpida murtiravanamati. Different, the loko vinna ruchi, they will say. Everybody like different things. Everybody, the swabhava is different. So Kaliya says, you only created us like this. How can we surmount your Maya, Bhagavan? Only you put us in Maya, so only you can release us from the Maya. And he says, Svabhavam dustyajo natha. It is very hard for each of us to give up our Svabhava. Although an important lesson Kaliya teaches us. The Svabhava of Draupadi is like that the anger made her say, Krishna, see my case is open, my hair is still open, and I vow to punish Dushasana and Duryodhana. Don't go for Shanti, proposition. Remember, like that, Draupadi has the anger Swabhava. Yudhishthira will say, Shanti is the best option. Where there is Shanti, there is the progress. Where we have to forgive, Kshama karo. Like that, Yudhishthira. Everybody has different Swabhava and we act as per our Swabhava helplessly. And then we think we are doing great. But in the Swabhavam, it's not perfect. That is also part of the Maya. So some things we don't do correct, some things we do correct, but we are never let go of our Swabhava. Like that we are bound by that. So Bhagavan, Kaliya himself says, how can I give up my Swabhava of a serpent? You made me serpent. I am serpent. Marina act pandren. If I'm born as a horse, I'll act like a horse. It is your creation, Krishna. Like this he's saying to Krishna. And then he's asking forgiveness to Bhagavan. And Bhagavan says, you please go to another ocean, Ramanakam, another place. Ramanaka Dvipatknipo. You leave this place and you have another place for you. Like that, Bhagavan sent him Ramanakam Rajavāriṇi Madhyakam Phaniripurnakarodhi Virodhitam Iti bhavatvacanānyati manayam Phanipate niraga duragaisamam Ramanakam Rajavāriṇi Madhyakam Phaniripurnakarodhi Virodhitam Iti bhavatvacanānyati manayam Phanipate tiraga duragaisamam. In the middle of the ocean, Garuda will not attack you there, and so you please go there with all your family like this. The serpent and all the wives, they departed. And then before going, they gave Krishna different jewelry, pearls and gems and necklaces, and they decorated him so beautifully even more. And wearing all that, our Krishna comes back. Phanivadu jana datta mani braja. Datta mani braja. Many gems they are giving. Jwalidahara dukula vibhushitaha. Tatagadai pramadashru vimeshridaihi. Tamagada swajanai divasavadau. Then Phanivadu jana datta mani braja. Jwalidahara dukula vibhushitaha. Tatagadai pramadashru vimeshridaihi. Tamagada swajanai divasavadau. Pearl necklaces and beautiful more silk garments. Already Krishna coming out and all all are hugging Chu, Chamtukuti, come here, like that. Ramadashru Vimishridai. They're all overflowing, tears are flowing, the tears of joy, and then by the time it's evening now. And so Bhagavan came back. So it's since so late already, they cannot go back to their homes. So they decided to sleep in the river bank itself. Nishipunastamasa vrajamandiram rajidumakshama eva janotkare svapati tatra bhava charanashraye davakrishanurarunda samandadaha. Nishipunastamasa vrajamandiram rajidumakshama eva janotkare svapati tatra bhava charanashraye davakrishanurarunda samandadaha. As they all slept in the bank of the Yamuna itself, a fire came, forest fire suddenly came, and they all took shelter under Krishna, saying, Krishna, please protect us, Krishna, protect us. And then when Bhagavan was woken up, Prabhudhitānada pālaya pālayedi udayadātaravan paṣupālakan avitumashupapaṭha mahānalam kimiha chitramayam khalu te mukam. Prabhudhitānada pālaya pālayeti udayadātaravan paṣupālakan avitumashupapaṭha mahānalam kimiha chitramayam khalu te mukam. They're calling Krishna and said, please protect us, please protect us. And so Bhagavan quickly drank the fire. He drank, Bhagavan drank the fire. Suddenly he showed that he is Agni Bhagavan. He is superior to Agni. His mouth itself is Agni. Like that, he just drank and then Agni vanished. And then here all are making joke now. Are Krishna, what magic did you do now? They are saying, Shikini Varnata Eva Hipitata Parila Satyaduna Kriyayapyaso Idimuda Pashupair Muditair Vivo Hara Hare Durita Kinivarnada eva hi pitata parila satyaduna kriyayapyasa inuda pashupa emudita vivo harakare durita color of fire is yellow, so it is pitata. Pita is yellow color, yeah. So pitata, then fire is pitata because it is yellow color, but now you made it pitata because you drank it, like that. Same word but two meaning. One is yellow color, one is the one drinking fire. So Bhagavan, you made it pitata, like something, will somebody drink fire, Krishna? How how much delight you give us, like that, all of them overjoyed. And then idinuda pashupai muditai vibho hara hare duridai sahame gadan. Normally with different leela, you delight us, Guruvayurappa. I bow down to you, Krishna. Please cure my ailments, like this. Narayana Bhattadri prayed to Bhagavan. Duridai sahame gadan. Shri Krishnaya Parabrahmani Namaha. बोलिए काली नर्तन भगवान की जय। शरणं तान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावधिभ्यां निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशरसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनरुरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावद्भाति साक्षात् गुरुभवनपुरी अन्धभाग्यं जनानां। श्रीकृष्णाय परब्रह्मणे